Welcome to today's Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a truly beautiful, incredibly practical guide designed specifically for first-time mothers. Now, let's be totally honest for a second. Stepping into motherhood for the very first time is, without a doubt, a really daunting challenge. But as this guide highlights right from the jump, it is also a wonderful, absolute privilege. We're going to walk through some of the most hands-on, practical care techniques for your baby, but we're going to interweave them with a profound spiritual foundation. Because at the end of the day, this is about supporting the mother's heart just as much as the baby's health. Let's dive in. To immediately disarm that overwhelming wave of anxiety so many new moms feel, the guide starts with a really simple yet totally profound truth. There is no perfect mother. There is a mother chosen by God. It anchors this reassuring thought with Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. This just sets such an empathetic tone. It's a gentle reminder to trust your instincts, reach out for help when you need it, and honestly, just rest in grace rather than exhausting yourself trying to chase some impossible standard of perfection. So, here is our quick roadmap for today. We'll start with a divine calling. Then, we'll get into the practical care with safe teas for babies, effective burping techniques, and massage and relief. Finally, we're going to bring it all back to the heart with faith, prayers, and home. Okay, section 1, a divine calling, finding purpose and faith. This beautifully frames every single act of care, yes, even those exhausting late-night feedings and diaper changes, not as a chore, but as an active expression of love. Moving on to section 2, safe teas for babies, focusing on health and care. Anchored in the biblical wish for good health, we're looking at calming teas as a fantastic traditional tool. But listen, before we even think about the herbs themselves, we absolutely have to talk about safety. Here are the strict medical rules you really need to follow. Step 1, always consult your pediatrician before introducing anything new to your baby's diet. Step 2, you need to wait until the baby is at least 6 months old. Step 3, when you do introduce tea, use very small quantities. We're talking just 30 to 50 milliliters of filtered, sterilized water. And finally, absolutely no honey before the age of 1. That is a strict medical rule, no exceptions. The guide actually reminds us to ask for wisdom, referencing James 1:5, to make sure the baby's safety is literally always the top priority. All right, now that we've got those essential ground rules down, let's look at a few specific remedies, starting with chamomile. This beautiful botanical is just such a natural way to soothe your little one. The guide notes that once you hit that 6-month mark, chamomile is incredibly gentle and safe. It's specifically used to help the baby relax and get some better sleep. It's a classic, and honestly, it's a classic for a very good reason. Next up, we have ginger. Now, this one is an absolute powerhouse for colic and gas, but it comes with a pretty big caveat. It must be used in very small quantities. Ginger is a potent root, so while it's super effective for soothing that awful digestive discomfort, a little bit goes a very long way for a tiny baby. We also have a couple of fantastic alternative safe herbs. Fennel is a highly traditional, tried-and-true remedy for gas relief. On the other hand, you've got lemon balm, sometimes called Melissa, which acts as a wonderful natural calming agent. Both are totally safe options for babies over 6 months to help ease those little digestive woes naturally. Next up is section 3, effective burping techniques, providing relief and comfort. Let's be real, soothing a gassy baby can be really stressful, and it requires you to basically clothe yourself in patience and tenderness. It's this deeply intimate physical form of care. You are literally transferring your own calm to your baby through gentleness, your body heat, and just being an unhurried, reassuring presence. So, the crucial thing here is getting the actual mechanics right. The guide details 3 highly effective positions for getting those burps out. First, you've got on the shoulder, where you support their chin and gently rub their back from top to bottom. Second is sitting in the lap. For this one, you lean them slightly forward, support their jaw with one hand, and massage their back with the other. And third is lying on your belly, which is great because it allows for these soothing circular back rubs while they rest right on your chest. The advice here is spot on. Every single baby is completely different. So try them all out, mix it up, and discover which one your baby actually prefers. All right, section 4, massage and relief, rituals of love. This section is pretty much the climax of the practical techniques. Baby massage is framed as so much more than just a physical remedy for trapped gas. It's a dedicated ritual of love. But before we get into the massage itself, the guide lists a few highly effective supplementary movements for colic relief. You have bicycle legs, which is just gently pedaling their legs while they are on their back to manually release that trapped gas. There's the hug position, holding their tummy firmly against your chest and swaying. Sometimes a simple, calm, vertical walk around the living room can do wonders. And finally, you can't beat a warm bath to physically relax those tiny, tense muscles. These are all phenomenal ways to help calm a distressed baby.
Okay, let's break down this highly specific massage walkthrough for your baby's tummy. The guide highly recommends using warm coconut or almond oil just to reduce any friction. Step 1, place your hands super gently on the right side of the baby's belly. Step 2 is the eye movement. You stroke straight down from top to bottom. Step 3 is the inverted L movement. You go from right to left across the belly and then down. And finally, step 4, you finish it all off with clockwise circular movements. It's a very precise, tactile technique that actually physically aids their digestion by following the exact path of their intestines, all while providing incredible comfort. It's like magic.
And that brings us to our final section, Section 5, Faith, Prayers, and Home, Building a Spiritual Foundation.
You know, resolving these tough daily challenges requires some serious emotional support, and the guide anchors this in 1 Thessalonians 5:17, pray without ceasing. It's such a powerful reminder for any new mother about the profound power of daily prayer. Whether you are desperately asking God for the wisdom to handle a really difficult sleepless night, or you're simply praying for your child's lifelong protection and health, it's all about acknowledging that you are supported. You don't have to carry this entire burden on your own strength. So, what does this all build up to? The overarching goal of this whole journey culminates in these 3 pillars of a Christian home. First, prayer and blessing, daily entrusting your child to God's hands. Second, an atmosphere of faith, consciously creating a home environment where the love of God is deeply felt and present every day. And third, an example of love, understanding that a mother's daily, very practical love is actually reflecting a much larger divine love to her child, laying down a foundation that is going to last a lifetime. Which brings us to a close. After exploring all these incredibly practical tools and deep spiritual foundations, the guide leaves us with this wonderful question to ponder. How will you let God's love guide your journey in motherhood today? It's just such an empowering, beautiful thought to end on. It leaves you equipped with real, actionable knowledge, but more importantly, it leaves you feeling reassured, capable, and truly blessed in this incredible new chapter. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I hope it helps you find both peace and practical wisdom on your amazing journey.